Hey guys, Wolfham's here with another HEX TCG video, and in this one we'll take a look at another aspect of drafting that you need to consider. This is how not to suck at drafting, part 2. Last time we discussed what drafting is and how to properly build a resource base. This time we'll focus on what is known as the BRAD acronym. BRAD stands for Bombs, Removal, Efficient Spells, Aggro and Drags. Cards you open while drafting will fit into one or even several of these categories, and you need to learn to recognize them in order to make intelligent picks. The first category is bombs. In draft, bombs are cards that have a huge impact on the board and can single-handedly win you games. Playing a bomb usually means winning the game, if not dealt with immediately. Let's take a look at an example. Zombie Plague is a bomb. In Limited, playing this card in turn 2 will almost always mean winning the game. It is extremely powerful, and if your opponent has no answer, the game is virtually won. Here are some other examples of cards that are considered to be bombs. Next we have Removal. Removal is any card that destroys your opponent's cards or neutralizes them in some way. Removal is extremely important part for a good deck. Whether you play an aggro deck and play Removal to clear out your opponent's troops to deliver damage quickly, or you use it defensively in order to survive against an aggro deck, it is absolutely essential in every deck. Removal can also deal with your opponent's bombs, which would otherwise destroy you. Efficient Spells is my favorite of the categories, in my opinion one of the most important factors in draft. Always be on the look for one or preferably as many as possible of those cards. Efficient Spell is any card that lets you gain some sort of an advantage over your opponent for playing it, be it health points, cards or resources. This might be a bit confusing, so let's take a look at some examples. Zarloc's the Broodlord is an efficient spell. When you play it, you get a troop and you get to kill a guy your opponent has. For just using one card, you get two things. This is what's called a 2 for 1. Extinction can also be an efficient spell. Let's say your opponent has 2 troops in play, and you have none. When you play Extinction, you kill 2 of your opponent's troops by just using one card. This also is a 2 for 1. The Glimmer Glenwitch is also an efficient spell, even if a bit less powerful than the other 2 examples. For playing just one card and 3 resources, you get a very solid 3/3 troop and gain 3 health as well. Next category is Aggro. This means small, low-cost troops ranging from 1 to 3 resource cost. Even though large troops can be impressive, a game can be decided long before you play your huge troop. They're an absolute essential in every deck, no matter whether you're an aggro or a control deck. Here are some examples of aggro creatures. They're not impressive or anything, but very important for your deck to function properly. And lastly we have Drags. These are just plain bad cards and should almost never be played. There are always some of those. They usually go 13th to 15th pick, but you do need to recognize them and avoid putting them in your deck. While it's hard to judge with so little cards revealed, here are some examples of cards that will probably end up being Drags. That's it for now guys. I hope you enjoyed this content, and if you did, please remember to comment, rate and subscribe.